beyond what you know how to do, how to overcome things in your life to live the way you truly want to live. I want you to take a little walk with me, and we're going to walk up with Taha, and he'll be up on stage. Remember that fear, doubt, and worry, they go hand in hand with faith and your ability to hold your desires with your will. So faith and fear always go hand in hand. But coupled with faith and a burning desire, you can go beyond any circumstance in your life. And it's through understanding that we grow. It's through the understanding and application of this information that has taken me beyond what I have ever done before. At one time, I was working for a company. I was living a life that was okay, but it really wasn't what I really wanted. I wanted to own multiple companies. I wanted to be independent. I wanted to be free. And whenever you want to be free, you've got to work on you. There's no way that I would be able to do what I'm doing without the work, the self-initiative, the discipline, and a burning desire to become more than what I was at the moment. But who I've become along the way is huge. And I learned a little bit more about myself every day that I've worked towards my goals and I've accomplished my goals. And I'm inviting you guys to take the trip as well. We'll get started. He's switched over. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
How's everyone doing? Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. We're kicking off our event, and we're happy and grateful that everybody's made it, and really want to give yourselves an applaud for being here. If you're here, it's because that means you believe in yourselves, and you're willing to bet on yourselves, right? And first step to success is to going beyond what you would normally do. The average individual is not working on themselves at this time, and they're normally doing what they would have normally have done at this time, right? Mm-hmm. And the people that are actually willing to do what they don't know how to do, that are willing to work on themselves, are the people that will go beyond everyone else. Why is that so? Anyone? Why is it that the average individual will not work on themselves, and the ones that go and do what others don't want to do normally excel? One more time. Same. There you go. One of them stay the same doing common things, you get common results. Interesting how that works. When you do the uncommon thing, you get uncommon results. And when you're facing the things you fear is when you grow.
Real quick, if anybody communicating, if you won't, please turn on your mic so individuals online can hear you as well. We have participating online. I want to say hi to everyone that I see the list here. Welcome. And today we're going to talk about terror barrier. Fear, basically, another way. I'm going to talk about fear a little bit, and then we're going to go through the introduction. Fear is it's something that when we want to do, just like Abraham said, we want to do something out of norm, what we're habitually conditioned to think and do. If we want to go out of that normal, we face our fear. And today, you guys will understand what fear is and how to overcome that. And when you can overcome fear, on the other side of the fear is freedom. And Are we able to do that? And every individual here, they are able to do that. It just comes with faith and understanding. Today, we're going to, after this seminar, you'll be able to understand what fear is and overcome it easily.
And every month we're going through the laws of success, and we're teaching it every month. And we're going to be doing this all year round. We've been doing it. And every month you're getting a better understanding of the laws and mind and matter, mind and hand, right? The better we get a better understanding of ourselves, psychology behind belief and behavior, the better we can apply it and really create our life by design. Mm-hmm. We're going to get started on the Terry Bear.
Sure. Before we do that, I see a lot of faces here that whether you guys are part of our program or we work closely with you guys. But just a little bit about myself. My name is Taha Habib, but most of you guys know, and I came from Iran 12 years ago, chasing American dream, and I was working really hard, but end of the day, it was really hard to manifest or create the life that I wanted. So at that time, I was looking to expand, and I knew that if I want to be truly free, end of the day, we are looking for freedom, I need to have multiple sources of income. I need to have few companies. And I was looking for someone that has a mindset to partner up and do big things, because I knew I cannot do it all by myself. I need to be with individuals that have the same mindset. And I met Abraham, and he told me that, at the time, I was thinking about the environment and, working in West Texas because my name is Taha, or I'm from Iran, or, I don't have connection, I don't have networking, and all that. I thought the reason I'm not succeeding is because of those conditions and because of my background. And I was expressing that to him, and he told me that the problem is not those, is the way you're thinking, and you are the problem. And obviously, at the time when you're looking for solution, you don't want to hear the problem is you, right? So I didn't like that. And anyway, we continue working, starting our business, and he told me that he met a guy named Bob Proctor that that is studying what more or less he was studying for 15 years. And Bob Proctor expressed it in a way that you can communicate with people. And he said, I'm going to go study it, and it's good for you to go and study it. And I said, well, no, I don't need it. I have a master in business, and why would I need, and I look at Bob Proctor, why would I need this guy? And I love him, but at the time I said, why do I need this guy to tell me how I need to, change myself? What do I need to change? I didn't understand the concept, so I didn't understand the personal development. Anyway, he went and worked, and I saw changes in him, and I was still not really happy with my result. And I realized that, I'm very open-minded, and I was back in the days too. I'm open-minded now more, but I said, my way didn't work. Why don't I try this? And I'll go and see what this guy's talking about, because I can see a change in Abraham. And I went and it just was eye-opening, first seminar that I went. And after that we started really changing our life, changing our results. And it was so quick. This happened for past 5 years. It happened so quick that I realized that every one of us are the same, regardless of where we came from, our gender, our background, our education, our family, the time that we came in, our age. We're all the same. We have same capability, but nobody really taught us how to utilize those capability. And I said, if I can do it, coming from another country, and I can overcome all these things, and I can live the life that I truly want, why would not other people do that? Why would I not help the other people to do the same? So I decided to become coach, and I decided to help the individuals that are looking for help. And I decided to be a part of a good cause. So I joined Abraham's company. He had I Am Mastermind, and I became partner with him. And I always say that he has been truly impacted my life and be a great friend, great brother. And it was because of him I came to this route, and I was grateful for him. We started our mastermind to help every individual to become aware that you have all the power, you have everything that you need to create the life that you truly desire. We're here to experience the life that we truly want. And through our mastermind, we're bringing consciousness to individual and awareness to individual.
I'll do just a little quick intro. Always looking for my purpose in life. Growing up, I always knew that I was meant for something, and always the search for that something has been my passion. And that passion led me into the personal development field. It led me into building companies, and it led me to give back the gift. And the truth of everything is learning how to give and give back. And when we understand our truest potential and our truest abilities, all we want to do is give that back, because we understand that ultimately that everybody has that true perfection and potential within each and every one of us. But it's up to us to unfold it. It's up to us to express it. And the people that do understand this and do know it, I think it's our responsibility to teach it. I wouldn't be who I am today if it wouldn't have been for the desire to be more. And this is how we give back. Zach, which is our closest point? Okay. Let's go to the first slide. Can you work it from there? Breaking through the terror barrier. Everybody has felt this at some point in their life, and you always find it whenever you're going beyond what you know how to do. So as you try to go further than where you've been, you'll start to notice that there's something inside you that's almost stopping you, preventing you. Many times even stalling what you said you would do or what you were going to move into. And how do we go beyond? Well, you've got to face the thing you fear. When you face the thing you fear, you're actually finding the way. The obstacle is the way. I want you to write that down. The obstacle is always the way. When you face the thing that you fear, you're actually opening the doors to a new reality. Why? Because you didn't know how to do that. But if you're willing to go beyond what you know how to do, if you're willing to learn and adapt along the way, guess what you're going to experience? New reality. Right? And as you experience that new reality and you're willing to adapt, you're willing to learn, you're willing to express, you're willing to become whatever it is that you've got to become, you're growing. But it was through faith. It was through faith, and it was through understanding that we grow. The understanding is that all I have to do is learn. How many of us, if we saw a child, the minute they tripped up and fell down, would just stop and lay there, would think something wrong was with the child? How many times a child get up and fall, even take some steps and fall, or take off running and fall and trip hand over foot, and they still get up again and do it again and again and again and again until they're running. They're off to the races because they were willing to keep going. Now, if we saw a child, the minute they got up and they hurt themselves a little and just laid there and just said, I'm just going to lay here. I'm not going to move because that hurts. We would think something was wrong with the child. Wouldn't you? There's got to be something wrong with that child. They got a little bit of pain and they just don't want to move anymore. Something's wrong. How many of us are experiencing that as adults? A little bit of pain and you stop. A little bit of unknown and we're good where we're at. Think about that. But the child has no fear. They were willing to pay the price for whatever it was to run. They were willing to pay the price to learn how to drink of a sippy cup. Had no clue. I have a little kid. I watched it. I watch how they try to do as I do. I watch how they want to be more than what they were, because they had no sense of recognition. How many times have you had the ability to go do whatever you want, but you don't even think beyond what you see? Who's robbing you? You see that? Breaking through the terror barrier? It's you. It's in me. It's in each and every one of us. And this fear and this doubt and this worry is innately built into each individual around the world. Our brain is perfectly operating. And we're going to go a little bit over the mind and what the brain is and how does this mechanism we call life work. But you need that understanding because you need to know what's stopping you. You need to know what's stopping you. How many of you never even thought of earning $1 million a year? How many of you have not thought about earning $1 million a month? How many of you have not thought about earning $1 million a day? And why?